Okay. My experience learning how to produce, it started back when I was a kid. When I was 2004, I was 9 years old. Yeah, that's when it started. How did it start? The arrival of house music in South Africa, the arrival of Bacardi music in South Africa, Casablanca, you know what I'm saying? That is what we were doing. So we used to play that thing on the drums, on the desks when we were at school. So we used to play it, but I couldn't play everything properly. So that's when my brother was doing it also, and then that's when he taught me the rhythm. I had the rhythm, like how to play advanced version of it. Then I went to school. I used to play it. People used to circle me around. They used to just come and flock, and I was playing on the tables. And I used to do it the whole year, 2004, 2005. I was just doing that, and that's where I got the rhythm. And by the time now the programs came, I was already writing, right? The programs, they came. The first program we had, remember, we had old phones, Java phones. Remember the Motorola's and E250s and all that. We had that, and then my brother came back with an app called Vibe, and then that's the app. He made a beat there. I downloaded it when he went back to university. I downloaded it and I started making the beats. But for some reason, I just knew how to make it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the rhythm. Do. It's because when you start do, that your beat is done. If you can put the drums properly, the beat is done. Then you just go and you add a guitar or piano and whatever. But for some reason, the moment I just made the first beat, I was just good. I don't know for what reason, but maybe it's because my father is also a musician and someone who used to play instruments. That's why I say that inheritance is a big thing. The memory, you have the memory of your father. So that's what I can say, because I just went there and I was just good. And then from there, I didn't have a laptop. My brother was making my beats, first album. And then I came in, I made some of the beats also. But the beats were there, they were nice, but they were not full like that. So that's when I went on a journey. I didn't have a laptop. So 2011, right? 2012, 2013, I didn't have a laptop. So I was just, I got into the stage of just putting downloaded beats, But what you don't know, that from those downloaded beats, I was able to be inspired there by those guys. Rocketpro.com, shout out to that guy, what's his name? Nate. Shout out to Nate, incredible producer. That was the best producer. When I was using his beats, I was learning those beats, the sounds and whatever. Shout out to All Rounder Beats. Incredible pianist, emotional beats. Shout out to Jared Beats, all those guys, the SoundCloud producers, the SoundClick producers, the internet producers. And then also my brother's beats also were inspiring when they were making Goodfellas beats and all that, were amazing. So I went there and I just added on top of that. I went and learned what sounds are they using, and it was Nexus. It was the moment I got drum kits and I got Nexus, it was over. I was making brilliant beats, and then from there, when my beats just turned Super Saiyan, they just turned into Super Saiyan for real. The beats they just became crazy, So from there, that's when I produced for my brother. I sent him a beat for a song called, for me, that song, what was it called? It was called Endless Journey. That was the name of the beat. And then when I sent it to my brother, he immediately liked that beat, and then he recorded a song at the same time called Success. And that's one of his best songs, one of his most loved songs. Very emotional beat with like rock type of drums. And from there, I just started sending him more and more and more. He ended up making a whole entire album, Maintainers, a Never Die Poor album. Yeah. made a lot of the beats there, maybe 60%, and then he made the other ones also. And then from the other artists that I produced for, who was it? There's a group called Broken Veins, my cousin's group. Yeah, and then there was guys in Soweto that I produced for, that I was working with, but unfortunately those guys never really released that music, you know. The only song that I have with them that's out there is a song called Money on the Low. That's my own song. Those guys, I produced a lot of beautiful songs for them, but they never released those things. Yeah, they set them on themselves back, because if they had released that music, you would have done something for them. Yeah.